Hi everyone, it's Tammy with stampwithtammy.com, and I'm here again with a 10-minute or less card. We hope. We'll see. I say that every time, don't I? So anyway, I did this triple time stamping card with my team last week on a mystery stamping fun thing we do on a Zoom meeting. This one featured the gears and textures stamp set. And the colors on this one are Melon Mambo, Coastal Cabana, and Pumpkin Pie. But I wanted to do something different for the video. And so we're going to make this one using the Boutique Blossoms and the Banner Sayings. There's no die cutting in this one, so let's get started. So measurements. There's a lot of cutting on this one. So we're using real red at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I didn't include it, but you'd probably want to put a white piece on the inside so you can write. Then you also need a piece 4.5 by 3 1/4, and then 3.5 by 2 1/4. And then you'll need just a scrap for the sentiment of white, in case you couldn't tell the difference between white and red. Anyway, for the white, you need 4 by 5 1/4, 4 1/4 by 3, and 2 by 3 1/4. So what you're going to do, this is not a new technique. It's been around for years, but it's called triple time stamping. So you're just going to put a little piece of Stampin seal on there. You don't want too much because you don't really want it to stick, but if it doesn't matter, you're not going to see that anyway. So if it tears a little, it's okay. So again, we're just stacking our white. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of stamp a collage-y thing. So we're going to use the biggest rose, and we're going to stamp it in real red. Anytime I do a collage-y kind of thing, I always try and start with my largest image first. Okay, and then we're just going to stamp. I always like there to be one big image right on the front. Now you're going to want to press down pretty hard, but if you get a little bit of white along the edges of the cardstock, that's okay. You're going to cover that up with a real red cardstock. So don't stress. Okay, I think that's enough. Put that away. And then we're going to do crushed curry for this flower. And again, just stamping, just kind of filling in the blanks now. Okay, that one's done. And then we're going to use Old Olive and a single leaf. And this one it doesn't need to like connect with a flower. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, and then the last one is the pretty little purple flower. And these are all from the Lovely Blossom set. And this is Gorgeous Grape. And the teeny tiny little things like this are perfect for just filling in any blank spots you might have. Of course, you can do this without filling in every single blank spot. You could make it much less busy, I guess. Okay, while I have my grape out, my Gorgeous Grape, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And I picked the Thanks a Million. You could pick whichever one you'd like. I got sidetracked. So just like that. And then we're going to punch it out with, this is what I couldn't find, the triple banner punch. This is such a cool punch. I use it a lot. So you just line it up where you want it and then punch it out. All right. So now all we've got to do is put it together. I definitely want to get rid of all the ink so I don't so you're just going to carefully tear these apart. And then we're going to put them on their coordinating red pieces. You do want a little bit bigger border. That's why I did 1/4 of an inch. I know I like to do that 1/8 of an inch a lot, but on this one, just in case you have some blank spots that you missed. Sorry, technical difficulties. And then the front, this big one goes on the front of the cardstock. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna use my liquid glue. Okay, now when you're laying these, you just want to make sure you have it in the right direction. I mean, it wouldn't look as good if you flipped it. You're looking for the continuation of the images on each layer. Isn't that the coolest look? I love it. Okay, now for the sentiment. Put my glue away. I cannot get the lid on this glue without my glasses on. All right, I'm having all kinds of adhesive issues today. Okay, we're going to use this twine. I'm sorry. And I'm just going to wrap it around my 3 fingers just a couple times. And then just hold it in place because I want the little loopy loops. Okay, I should have done this in a different order, but I'm going to hold on to this, and then I'm going to pull off a piece of tear and tape for the back, and then just tear this off, and we're going to stick, so you're adhering it on the back. Okay, now I'm going to use a foam adhesive sheet like this, and I'm going to kind of decide how long I want it, and then just trim off a skinny piece. I like to use this instead of dimensionals because it's solid. Oh, I cut it a little too long. Oops, knocking everything off. I'm sure this doesn't surprise those of you that know me personally. Okay, but anyway, so it'll hold the twine in place and it pops everything up. So you just pull off one side. It is basically just a really big Stampin' dimensional. You could definitely use Stampin' dimensionals too. And then I'm just going to place it right there. And there you have your card. So there's the original. And I actually like the rose there better than here. And then once again, the gears and textures. So anyway, there you have it. Triple time stamping. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.